Hi everyone, my name is Brenda. Welcome back to my channel if you're coming back, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. I am actually a very huge makeup enthusiast. I love playing with makeup, so what better way than to transfer that into playing with makeup that I didn't pick up myself. And what I mean by that is, I think because of this quarantine in April, end of April, I decided to sign up for Boxycharm. So I have the base box, the base box, and I did the 3 months to give me a little play with it. I will probably make a review about it like in June, because I got the April box at the end of April, I got the May box, I'm missing the June box, and I tried to do the Luxe upgrade, but I don't know if I'll be receiving it, so it's up in the air. But anyways, I thought it'd be fun to play with what I got in the April and May box. I do, I'll go more into skincare products. I'm very highly allergic to, not very highly allergic, but I do have a tendency to have an allergic reaction to skincare products. So I'm not your go-to girl for skincare, but have been loving this little eye cream, QMS, from the Boxycharm thing, the Boxycharm base box. Did apply it underneath my eyes. I've been wearing it since I got it. Not since I got it, I tested it out, saw I didn't have an allergic reaction, started wearing it. It's great. Sorry about my phone. But yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a makeup look using the two palettes. I got this one in May, and then this one, am I holding them up right? Yes, I am. I got this one in April, and I've never used these brands before. Sorry. This is not something I would go for personally when I look at them. Heads up to my review. But I thought it'd be fun for me to play with some of these colors. So I'm going to be using these two palettes as my main little thing to play with. This is probably more up my alley of colors I would use, but still not quite there. Sorry, I had a little speck of... I also got... Sorry, I have my stuff on the side. No, that's not what I got with it. The eyeshadow primer. But before I jump into all of this, let me go ahead and put my foundation on, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. I actually put on my foundation, and I'm putting on concealer. I am using the, I'm going to keep on doing the side thing, but the e.l.f. hydrating, sorry about the dirty towel. That's what I used to catch me fall out, but no. The e.l.f. camouflage, the hydrating camouflage concealer, and it's in the color medium beige. Now, the foundations I'm wearing today, because I combined two, they're a little darker than me right now. I am a lot lighter than I was before this whole quarantine. I have become a lot paler since I've been getting no sun. I don't even recognize myself. That's how pale I have gotten. I am usually, I got some color. I got some, some color, but not right now. So I'm trying to make sure that by adding the concealer, it doesn't look as dark. The right areas are highlighted. Anyways, so what I'm going to do next is, I know a lot of people don't like baking, they like baking. For me, before it was baking, when I was watching YouTube way back in the day, one YouTuber said to use what you are baking with as a way to pick up any fallout, which I can tell you these palettes straight ahead, they have a lot of fallout. So I'm going to get some of this, and I'm going to set my concealer, because I am prone to creasing, and I know that much. Under eye creasing, I remember I used to watch Nikki tutorials, and I would be like, oh my goodness, I'm not the only one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some on, and I'm just using translucent powder. I don't remember the name of it. Airspun, you can buy it anywhere. Walgreens, I think that's where I bought it. I've seen it there for years, so as a child. I'm just gonna apply it underneath like I'm gonna bake, just leaving enough for me to be able to wipe off any fallout. Me personally, I prefer putting my foundation and my concealer before doing my eyeshadow. It's just a personal thing I have. Like, I cannot fully explain it, but I just feel like it works the best. And I'm sorry if you guys hear a humming sound. That's my fan. Let me turn it off. Yes, I have my fan going on because it is a warm day here in the Bay. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do like highlighting. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and take the primer. Like I said, this came in my May box, and I tried it out yesterday, and I think it's a pretty good primer. Now I'm using 2 fingers, one to apply the product and one to spread it. That way I don't add more product than is absolutely necessary. Sorry if I'm out of the shot. I'll try my best. Try my best here. Yeah, so there we go. That should be all set. But this is a little hard. How do people do it with these nails? Well, you think I learned my lesson, but I don't, so. Yeah, now what I'm gonna do, let me check this palette, these palettes. With Nocturnal in the Pretty Vulgar palette. It's Nightingale palette. So I'm going to go in with the color Nocturnal, take that and apply it all over your eyelid. This is kind of hard because I am actually, what's it called? Is it nearsighted or farsighted when you can't see far away? I don't exactly know. I'm going to go ahead and apply it, and by doing so I am also setting the primer. I'm going to do something I never do before and use a color in one of these palettes for my crease. I usually go for bronzer. It's a personal preference. I love bronzer. This one's like more neutral. I'm going to go in with the color Bear in the StudioMakeup palette, which would be the 3rd color. I believe this is Boxycharm's brand, and I'm just going to take this little fluffy dual side brush, and I'm just going to start applying it to my crease and then just blending it back and forth. But yeah, oh gosh, that does not look very well blended. I'm just going to turn that off. There's no point. I'm just going to leave it like that, even if it's not blended out completely, because what I think I'm going to do is try to go a little smoky. So I'm going to take a little blending. It's supposed to be a creased defining brush, a tapered crease defining brush. I got this a long time ago from Bare Minerals. It is like permanently stained. I'm going to go in with the color Fate at the end of this palette right there. It's just like a chocolatey brown color, and I'm going to start applying that to my outer corner. Like I said, I don't really have a plan on what I'm doing. I just know, like, I want to make sure I utilize both palettes. Probably would have been better to just utilize one, but to be honest, these are not my favorite colors. Like, this is not something I would go for ever. Like, on my own, I would not purchase these palettes. One of the colors I'm using, and I'm going to go ahead and not add any more product, but I'm just going to drag that up towards the middle like that. I feel like it works with my eyes. Now, if you have different shaped eyes, obviously you're gonna have to do a different maneuver with your makeup. Like, I know hooded eyes have a different way. I don't feel like my eyes are hooded necessarily. They are a little less liddy. But it's fine. It's fine. That's what we have so far. Now, let me see. I am going to take the color Flipped Out from the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette, and it's this little round color right there, and I'm going to start applying that to the outer edge as well. Take out the plastic, I forgot about that, and I'll probably use their mirror to apply it. I thought I was going to use my lighted mirror, but I feel like it's causing a weird shadow, and this is just easier. Like I said, can't see far away, so as you can see, it's intensified. So I just added it to my outer corner, and that one I'm just going to drag it into the eyelid. I did pick up more on my brush because I'm trying to even them out. Taking the same brush and just whatever's left, blending it in. The thing about makeup in general, for me, in my experience at least, is that you're constantly going back between shades. So I'm going back to Bare from the previous palette, and I'm just gonna put it in my crease again just to make sure that it looks pretty blended. I'm gonna go back into the Pretty Vulgar, and again I'm gonna go in with that tapered brush because I don't like to use the Brazilian brushes because cleaning them is not fun. Now we're going to go back to Flip Out, which is that chocolatey brown at the end, and we're going to go ahead and re-add it in. Perfect. And done. Just kidding. We're going to go in back with the Studio, and we're going to go in with the color Flaxen. It looks like a coppery reddish color. It looks nice. We're gonna go ahead and apply that all over our eyelid. Well, 2/3 of our eyelid, trying really not to touch the brown. And I'm using a Wet n Wild flat brush, which I like using to like pat on the color. And as you can see, there's like fallout. I'm not liking that color. So we're just going to go back to the Nightingale one, and we're going to take the color Clutch, which is this little color right here. It reminds me a lot of something you can find in the Naked 2 palette, which I do have up there, but okay, much better. So yeah, we're going to stick to Clutch. Yeah, that's the color Clutch, and yeah. I'm going to go back in with that tapered brush. I usually keep a towel where I just dust it off. I'm not gonna, it's me. If I was doing my makeup on someone else, I'd probably do this a lot differently. But because it's me, I can get away with murder. Just kidding. I'm going to go in with the color After Midnight from the Vulgar palette. And the reason I'm doing that is because StudioMakeup doesn't have any darker shades. And this one does. So even though they're like too cool for my taste, I like that it has those darker shades. And I'm going to go back into this part, the outer crease, and I'm just going to tap it in there. It's just going to make like a little more of a depth, like you see, like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it creates more of a depth, like to my eye. Just intensifies that outer crease color, which works for my eyes, for my eye shape. With makeup, it's all about learning your eye shape. Once you know what your eye shape is like, you can definitely do it. Now, I enjoy watching like Instagram makeup and like all that crazy makeup, but me personally, now that I'm older, I'm more into something like this where it's not classy, it's just like simple, it's simplistic, it's neutral. Though I do love myself a crazy eye look. Apologize, I do live near a busy area. This one has some cute nude colors, but to be honest, I do absolutely love the highlighting color in this palette, which would be that shade right there. I like it. It's called Sheen, and I feel like it's sheer and nice, like a natural highlight. So I'm just gonna put it on the peak of my brow. This is very old school. Like I remember back in the day watching, you know, Pixie Woo, Vintage or Tacky, Panacea 81, who is back on YouTube, and it's so exciting. She's like the reason I started learning how to do makeup. And boom. I'm gonna go ahead and first dust this off right here. Boom. Cleanup was very easy. So there we go. All of my foundation has been set. I hope next month it comes with a bronzer because I really need one. I'm taking the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blend. I'm not going to show you because it's really, in my personal opinion, it's not really worth the purchase. I've had it for so long and I'm just forcing myself to use it because I have so much makeup. So that's what I do. I like try and rotate my makeup bag. That way I'm using it up and it's not just sitting there in my box. I wasn't purchasing e.l.f. for a while because I was finding all my brushes at Marshall's, but since quarantine I haven't fulfilled any addiction. I am gonna take this and my Natasha Dodona blush palette in the Diamond and Blush in Citrus. Absolutely worth the price. It's currently on discount in Sephora. It's like half off. But look at that. That is gorgeous. And I'm just gonna take the Glowy Extreme, this one, and I'm going to mix it with that first color. I absolutely love that. And then just apply it to the highest parts of your cheeks. Again, this didn't come with the Boxycharm. I purchased this off Sephora with my own dinero. Okay, I'm going to take a blush, and I'm going to take the Black Radiance Toasted Almond. Like I said, I'm trying to rotate through everything I bought. I thought this is a good blusher, but for eyeshadow, but I think it works for me. I just can't use too much. I'm going to take this little angle from Japanesque, and then just start applying it in between that highlight and the bronzer and make sure they're just gonna become best friends on my cheek. But these also came with the Boxycharm, the April box, and these are LUXIE brushes. It's a little brush set. It's golden. It's really nice. Very small, which I do like, you know, more precision in them. And so, totally forgot, but I am going to use the 141 mini round, and I'm just going to use that to pick up a color to go underneath my lower lid, I guess would be what it's called. And I am going to take the color Bear again, which is a third color from the StudioMakeup, and I'm going to take in that one and then just rub it on my bottom. Now I like to do this because I personally don't like my bottom eyelids to be naked. I like to have a little bit of like color going on, especially because they're prone to creasing. I feel like by putting eyeshadow, it kind of helps stop the creasing and hide the creasing. I'm going to go back into the StudioMakeup palette, and I'm going to go back with that color Sheen, and I'm going to use it on my inner tear duct. So that's the eyes, and I am going to go off camera, do my eyebrows and do my eyeliner because I'm still shaky on the eyeliner. I just bought a new one. It's kind of shaky, and my eyebrows are nothing special, so I'll be right back. Put on my eyebrows, but then I thought the eyeliner would be too risky because it is brand new. It's the Inglot one, and I still have no like real control over it, so I don't want to do it and then mess up. But I did think I'm going to use the All Nighter, which is this like dark, it's not really a black, it's like a dark brown. It's not black. From the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. And I'm going to use an angle brush. This is like a e.l.f. angle brush. And I'm going to dip it into that color. Tap off any excess because it does have excess. And I'm just going to start lining. I'm just going to start patting it into my eyelash line. Just to give it that eyeliner look without the harshness of an eyeliner. Yeah, just do it. Just take your time. Do it very slowly, or else you know you're gonna end up messing it up. Your eyeliner, just like your eyebrows, will never be identical sisters, twin sisters. They are going to be sisters from another mister sometimes. They're going to be cousins. They're going to be third cousins. You just never know. So you got to be very careful. So I'm just going to kind of just push it in. I think this is true for other people, but for me, my eye shape from this side to this side is very different. So the way I do my wing on this side is not the same way I'm going to do it on this side. Because this side doesn't, I don't know, there's something weird about it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I have like two weird eyeballs, but... I'm not going to apply false eyelashes. I personally feel like this is more of a look that you can wear, you know, to like a date. Or like a work event, you know, where you're trying to look a little cute, but not like over the top cute. So, and if you're like me and you kind of like lashes, but you're not like that, like an eyelash aficionado, and you know, you could put on lashes. Definitely could. I'm wondering if I should. Nah, I'm gonna do my mascara and then I'll come right back. Okay, so this is what the makeup has looked like. I just put on a couple of coats of mascara. I'll probably do like showing you how I do my mascara once, because I just bought a new tube, and you know when you first buy a tube it's a little too like wet and you need it to dry up a little bit to get that, you know, it rolling. So yeah, I've done that, and so what I'm gonna do next is my lips. May box, I got the Becca Ultimate Lip Define in the color Blissful, and I absolutely love this. This has got to be like the best thing I've gotten in all my boxes. Like one of the best things I've gotten in all my boxes. And yeah, it's just beautiful kind of nudie color. And what I'm gonna do is overline my lips. I always overline them. Not too much. I try to follow. First, I line the bottom lip, and I don't really overline my bottom lip. I try to follow the outer a little bit, like on the lower lip, and then I do this, and then I allow it to transfer to my upper lip, and then I follow that line to do the overlining of my upper lip. Now, I try not to do too much because I've done that mistake before. My early 20s, I was doing that a lot. But now I just try to overline it just a teeny bit. I'm just gonna fill up my whole lip with this lip color because I didn't get any lipsticks. And then in my April, so I got the lip liner in May, and in my April box I got this Tarteist Lip Paint, and it is in the color Insta Famous. It's just a clear gloss, like it really is like nothing really special. I'm not a huge fan of gloss. I think the only gloss that I absolutely love and would repurchase has been the Rihanna. I can't remember the color, but it was like the first lip gloss that she got out. That will always be my favorite. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on top. I'm just gonna pat it a little bit. Now, I would do without it I just wanted to do it so I can use all the products inside of this Boxycharm. I think the color alone, like the lip liner alone, would have been good, but I mean, I don't mind. I don't hate it. I mean, I don't know how the camera's picking it up. It's picking up a little too glowy. But in person, it's not bad. So let me go ahead and take down my hair and I'll be back. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video of me playing around with what I got in my Boxycharm, creating this look right here. I changed out of my room into the living room because the living room has better lighting. But I hope you enjoyed watching me do this very simple makeup. It's very simple. Something you can use anywhere once the quarantine is lifted. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video, whenever that is, hopefully very soon. And stay tuned for a Boxycharm review in the future. Thank you for watching. Bye.